love that comes with light. I wore envy and I hated that, but I survived. I had a one-way ticket to a place where all the demons go, where the wind don't change and nothing in the ground can never grow. No hope, just lies, and you're taught to cry in your pillow, but I survived.
Hi everybody, my name is Erica, and I would like to tell you a little bit about myself and my story. When I was younger, I found out that I had two disabilities. One was that I was born with, which is I'm legally blind, which in layman's terms it means that I'm very nearsighted. The other is that I have a learning disability. And with me, it takes a little bit longer for me to learn things than other people. When I was growing up in school, I learned about how, I learned by books and everything, but I also learned that it was easier for me to learn things more auditorially than just reading. The other few things I would like you to know about me is that, one, I grew up with an amazing stepfather. He taught me confidence in myself and not to to love everyone, and not to look at the world with negativity, basically. 6 years ago, I wouldn't have called myself brave, but I guess I am. I mean, hey, look at me here. Right now, I'm recording myself. 6 years ago, I was married. Before I got divorced, actually, I went through a lot of different changes 6 years ago because I got divorced. My ex-husband, I didn't know at the time, was going to be very manipulative, and I went through physical and mental abuse. But I'm stronger now. I learned that through that experience of being married for those 10 years that I was being, like I said, manipulated and told what to do, how I should see myself, or even how I shouldn't give people how to give people hugs, per se. But through everything, I've learned that life can change you, and that there are times that I look back and I'm like, dang, did I allow that to happen to me? Why? But now I've learned to be stronger and deal with things in a better light. It took me a while to get to that place, though, because of that abuse that I went through, and the fact that I am legally blind. When I was married to my ex, I was 4.5 hours away from everyone. My family, my friends, everybody. I was basically isolated with him. And, because I can't drive with my eyesight condition. So, I relied on him to take me places, as well as other people. And I've learned through the years, actually, with my eyesight condition, that learning to depend on people is okay. I had gotten to a place where I thought, okay, I want to drive, but I know that I can't. So, through everything and my years of experience, of learning of my disabilities and myself, there has been growth. Like I said, I call myself brave. 3 years ago, I met someone else that has caused me to see myself in a different light, or see myself in a way that I knew who I am is the way I was before I met my ex. And it has brought me to a place of, happiness, happier than in a lot of ways that haven't been in a while. So now I, see myself in a different light, that I am worth who I am, and I am brave. But back when I was married to my ex, I didn't know that I could be that brave. And going a little bit to what I said before about my, disabilities, it's taught me to be more independent. And sometimes I hate being so independent, because I know that a lot of times I have to depend on other people. But that's okay as well. I just have to be me. I love who I am today and the person that I am. I just don't like the fact that the things that I went through had to change me into who I am today. But it's a learning process. Everything is a learning process in life. And when you grow up the way I did, you learn that there will be times when you do get bullied or disrespected for who you look like. But you just have to have confidence in yourself and say, it's going to be okay. With my ex, I went through, physical and mental and emotional abuse. I was choked by him. I was even pushed against the wall. And, at that point, I thought, oh, hey, that's what a guy is supposed to do to his wife. No. Abuse is not what you're supposed to go through. But it happens to people in every way, all the time. But it's made me stronger to who I am today. So I can look at myself and say, hey, I'm okay. You made it. When I went through that, I thought to myself that the way I looked was important to him as well. But, or at least in my eyes, that's what I thought, because, you're married, and what your husband's opinion of the way you look, whether you're dressed, mattered. But I know it doesn't matter anymore. It's how I see myself. I'm grateful for this opportunity to be able to tell my story about myself. Maybe, possibly, it could help somebody else. I don't know. When I went through that, I have friends, like I said, that would drive me places where I needed to go. And my friends, they came 4.5 hours away to get me from what I went through. And they probably already know, but I'm very grateful to them for being there for me and being there and also helping me through that at that time that I needed it. Being me at times feels awkward because of my disabilities, but also because of who I am. And it amazes me how people see me on the outside for what I look like or who I am, because a lot of times I'm very shy. I know it don't seem like it, but I am. And like I said, through everything, it took me a while to learn what I learned about my marriage, my ex-marriage, and the growth that I have through that because of what it's brought me through as a person and as a woman. And it showed how much grace and dignity that I did have to say, you know, this is not right. I've also learned that I have a lot of growing still to do in myself. But I'm also grateful that that experience kind of taught me some things, but it also has taught me the things that I know that I don't want to have in my life anymore. And 3 years ago, I became very happy with the gentleman that I'm with now, and he has taught me also to be open and you know, see my outwardness, you know, as, or my beauty actually, as it's okay to show. Don't be afraid, you know. You know, basically you're good. Just love yourself and all your flaws, because who you are matters, and how you see yourself matters.
I was born in a thunderstorm. I grew up overnight. I played alone, I played on my own, but I survived.